welcome back. In this brief talk, I'm going to discuss some of the concepts of a teacher presence. I'm going to go over 5 general ideas that help get you thinking about some things that will give you a strong teacher presence. The first one, presenter, being a presenter. Your book talks about this and they couldn't be any more true. The idea of what you do with your eyes, for example. When I have a class, eye contact is very important. And it's not eye contact with some, it's eye contact with everyone. And your eyes circulate the room and they flutter around. At any minute, I could be looking at you in the eyes. Creates engagement. Movement, the way you move your hands, the way you move your face and your body and everything, particularly in second language learning. It really helps your students understand what you're saying and it creates engagement. Finding the right movements for you, I'm a bit of an exaggeration, but you need to find some types of movements that work for you. The third one, dress. The way you dress needs to match the culture that you're in, the institution you're in. It needs to create a sense of, okay, this is the teacher, we are in an environment that I am accustomed to. It's kind of a bigger topic, but you need to consider the way you dress and the impression that it gives your students. The fourth one is voice. The volume that you have is going to vary depending on where you are. Sometimes I worked in schools where the air conditioners and fans and classrooms were so close, I really had to think about my volume so students could hear me. And the last one for presenter that your book doesn't talk about is pauses. This is very important. When you're processing a second language, you need to give your students adequate pauses so that they can catch up mentally.
Okay. First, turn the picture over.
Even if it's in your first language and you're listening to a presenter, the best presenters place pauses strategically to engage, to give your mind a break, the audience, and it works very effectively. Moving on to topic number 2 would be showing your students excitement and joy. It is so much more enjoyable to be around people who really like what they're doing. Teaching is no different. The third one, super important, well, they're all important, expectations. Setting clear expectations for your students. I want you to think about the rules and the expectations right away, okay? Before you enter the classroom, you should have them all figured out. They're very, very important. They're not a negative thing, they're a positive thing. They give your students a sense of structure. Topic number 4 would be a balance. You as a teacher need to find your balance. You are not your student's friend. That is not the dynamic. You are a role model now and you are a leader and you're a supporter. And so finding the way to be that leader and be that approachable leader is something you need to think about. How you are going to find your balance as being the approachable leader. And the last one I want to talk about is building a sense of community or a sense of ownership. If you can achieve that one, that is also very important to having a good class. A sense of ownership or community, I'll give you some ideas. Your book talks about allowing the students to set the rules for the class. Now, not just rules for them, rules for me. It's a group activity. It shows them that they have the responsibility, they created it. That's a good idea. It doesn't always work for every class, but something to consider. It could mean something simple, like allowing your students to decide on what activity they will do that day. We could do reading A or reading B, or maybe what chapter, if that works. Would you guys like to do chapter 7 or chapter 6? And we take a little poll and they decide. That gives them a sense of ownership in the class. A sense of community, maybe I could have them create posters, and that doesn't mean children, adults. We can create grammar posters and we decorate our room, and it's like our space. We built this space together. Other things, ownership, is maybe you have them create personal goals for themselves and we revisit those goals. I want to read so many words per minute, and then they go back and they say, okay, I set my goal, I am working towards it. It's not everything teacher forward, it's student generated, and that builds community and it builds a sense of ownership. So those are 5 general ideas. Recap: the way you present, showing a joy, excitement for what you do, setting clear expectations, finding a balance for you as a leader, and 5 would be building a sense of community or ownership. ownership. These are some general ideas to get you thinking about ways that you can build your own personal teacher presence that works for you and works for your particular